Bitcoin is hurling its way through all of this resistance we see on the chart. We saw this breakout coming, guys. If you watched my previous video, you know we were looking long for this giant impulsive wave that was to come. We are getting that impulsive wave. I'm going to show you in this video where I think the Bitcoin price is heading currently. We're going to go over a couple different scenarios. I use Elliott wave theory, guys, to come up with high probability trades. It's the best way to trade. I promise you, if you want to learn Elliott wave, join the Discord, linked free in the description below. There's a premium option for daily alerts. In the premium, guys, I posted this trade yesterday or May 14th. What day was that? Yeah, yesterday. And we were looking long for this wave. It came close to breaking low, to stopping us out, but we're in it. We're long. And I'm going to show you guys trade setups that you can get in more immediately to catch the rest of this wave up. I'm going to show you a couple different scenarios in which we don't break all-time high, and we have to look at a very important DXY chart and compare that to BTC, guys. This chart makes it clear long-term where price is heading and gives you a good time frame and a good time estimate as to when these waves will progress. You're not going to want to miss this. Watch this one the whole way through. I'm going to speed through this, guys. I don't want to waste your time. Watch it a couple times if you need to. I don't care. Like the video if you get something out of this. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Join the free Discord. I'll see you in there. Let's go. Got a little hyped up right there. Okay. I'm going to go in on the 4 hour right now for BTC. And let's just look at this structure as a whole, guys. What do we see? Number one, RSI is getting a little capped out on the 4 hour for me. A correction is due. A correction is needed. We have some room to push up a little bit more. Maybe take out this liquidity. But going into Friday at least, and then into the weekend, I'm expecting some type of a correction to occur throughout the weekend. That will be where we will be looking long. Next, I will be looking to add to my long on this correction through the weekend for another hit to the highs to finish out our wave. And we'll zoom in on this shortly here, so bear with me. Now, you know, the alert that I threw up in the Discord and the premium alerts, daily alerts and premium, guys, join premium, check it out. You can get there through the free Discord linked in the description below. I did see a leading diagonal with a correction, and then I viewed this as a starting 1-2 to our giant 3 wave that was coming. It ended up playing out beautifully. It's looking great right now. I'm not saying it's 100% our giant 3 wave that's coming, but it looks good. So overall, I'm counting this as a finished correction to the downside. WXY. Sorry, WXY. And then we have our 1, 2. Got into our trade here. All of this is going to be 3. Come up. Test the all-time high out. How you doing? Into a 4, into a 5. Break all-time high up to 77, 78K. Your bigger YouTube channels, a lot of retail is thinking, you know, this is the start of going to 95K, 110K, 125K, whatever. They think we're getting up to those prices, and it could. It's a possibility. I just do not see it happening. I see a giant liquidity sweep coming, maybe a correction. People are going to keep going long, try to catch this wave up, and it's just going to start dumping on everybody. And we'll go over more as to why I think that in this video. So this is the overall structure, just to give you a picture of what I think is playing out. What are our other possibilities if all-time high does not decide to break? Well, I'm happy you asked. This could be just an ABC correction to the upside. And if that's the case, this would be counted as a 1 wave to the downside into 2. And then we put in our 1 wave here on a smaller degree. And this would be our 2 wave on a smaller degree. And that would mean if this does not break and we start hurling to the downside like this, I will exit my long. That's it. I'm out of here, because that would imply we are hitting hard to the downside. Now, if we look on the daily time frame, RSI definitely has room to keep hitting to the upside. It has it in it to come and take all-time high out. Whether it does it or not is to be determined. But the potential is there, and I want to be in this trade for that potential. I will be taking profits on the way up, and you should too. Always pay yourself. Now, let's zoom in real quick before we look at DXY, and I'll show you and go into more explanation as to why once we get this 5-wave impulse, I want to see 5 waves. That would be our finished wave for our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. That would be our finished wave. And for me, I would be looking at extreme downside. We'll get into that in a moment, so stick with me. I want to go small time frame here for you. All right. Now, as we're looking at this, it's to me it's really not likely at all, but I need to at least tell you the potential is there. I have a correction to the downside. It looks right now a correction to the upside that broke the high. We could impulse down from here and put in some type of a flat. If we start impulsing down and come down and test these levels down here, I'm still going to be looking long, guys. Once we come down to these levels, you know, stop loss right now is break even. Entered the trade right here. So if it comes down, who cares? I'm still going to be looking long, because to me that's just a correction, a flat correction, and our 1 still put in, the 2 just extended out a little more, and we're still going 3, 4, 5, right? So if in the immediate term this does decide to turn around and hit to the downside, that's what I'm looking for. I wouldn't look for this low to break until fib targets are hit. That would imply ABC correction is finished, which would be for me at least the 1-to-1. Maybe come into this fair value gap right here, fill this a little bit, and that's 70K. So 70K is going to be a big profit taking area for me, but a lot of the trade I'm holding until all-time high is broken. I want to see 5 waves finished. Let's zoom in on this again. All right, and if you want to learn Elliott Wave, if this is like a foreign language to you with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, ABCs, WXYs, it should be a foreign language. It's kind of an advanced way to trade. No one really trades using this, and that's why it gives you such an edge on the competition. If you become fluent in Elliott Wave theory, it gives you such a head up. It puts you above everyone else, and you can gain an edge. So I really advise you learning Elliott Wave theory. I have a course in my premium membership. It's included with the daily alerts, with 24/7 live charts. Check it out. Try it for a month, guys. You'll make your money back in a month. If you don't, you can cancel. All right? There's free indicators. I have my course in here. Daily alerts, 24/7 live charts for your favorite cryptos and regular markets. All right? That's my plug. Check it out. Now, I really can't advise getting into a trade at the moment. I can't do it. Momentum is pretty heavy with this one. RSI is very, very capped out on the hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour. You get into the 10 hour, 12 hour daily, there's more room to come up. I'm foreseeing some type of a correction on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, in which maybe this breaks all-time high, or breaks the high here, waves out. If we get a wave, I'm looking long. I don't want to see this broken, because this is our 1, 2, and then this would be 3. So if this comes down and takes out this level, I'm saying that this is going to be our flat that I just went over, and then we can see more highs. I would look for that to get taken out. So this level right here at 63.3, that's my that's where I would put a stop loss if you're in a long. I don't want to see this come down and hit that level. I want to see more of a flag type action and then go. So with that being said, you're waiting to see a correction, you're getting in a long. I'll try to post when I see it happen. Join the Discord. if you want those alerts. That's the best I can advise. It's too impulsive right now to do anything. You got to let it play out. Let's go to DXY, guys. This is important. This is important. Now, I'm going to set up Bitcoin on the daily. We got DXY on the daily. This is what I foresee for DXY. Overall, I want an ABC correction to the upside. I want to come, fill this fair value gap. I want to correct this initial wave down. And then ultimately, I see more downside. Now, what I have drawn out is my best guess, I guess, as to what's going to happen. I have a wave 1 put in. I have a correction down, a correction up. I want to see this just impulse down. And if you pull the fib targets on this correction, most likely would come work its way down, maybe take out this low right here, and then start impulsing. So if we say DXY has lower to go, if DXY dumps, we all know BTC pumps. If DXY pumps, we all know BTC dumps. They're inversely correlated, right? So if we get this down move, that would give enough for BTC to give us a nice up move. Once the correction finishes on DXY, I'm looking for a giant 3 wave to come into play. Very massive impulse to come up into this fair value gap region around 110. So what would that mean for Bitcoin? You guessed it. Yep. DXY pumps, BTC dumps, right? So what I have drawn out, and then we dump from there. This entire structure that I have drawn out, this entire wave that I have drawn out, the time frame that we're looking at is into 2025, the beginning of 2025. This can probably take a little more time here. This can take a little more time here. The wave 4 can come out. Beginning of 2025 into spring of 2025 is what we're looking at for DXY to finish its pump, for Bitcoin to finish its dump. And what would that look like for BTC? Overall, that's going to be a correction down, A, correction up, B, impulsive way down, C. B's going to be over here, I'm sorry, once our impulse finishes. I want to see these levels taken out here. This is what I'm looking for, 25K, 23K. It could go lower, but this is the area of interest for me if we get this move, if this does come true. And this wave would get us into 2025. I'm expecting, a nice impulse down from here. If it doesn't impulse, I'm looking for a leading diagonal. And then a massive impulse down like that. That's what we're looking for. I know this looks quick, and I know on DXY this looks quick. It doesn't look like a lot of time. It's about 7, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. It's a lot of time. It doesn't just happen instantly. So this is what I'm looking for on BTC, on DXY. Once I have a clear 5 waves to the upside, we can exit this long. I can look short for this initial impulse down, looking for a correction, and then this is the short you want to be in. If you can catch a nice little 50% dump, if you look at it as a pump, that's 100%. If you can catch that, sheesh. Look at that nice little head and shoulders playing out. I can see it happening, guys. I can see it. So that's all I had to share with you today. Join the Discord to stay up to date. That's the only way I can get you daily updates, guys. Can't post a video every day. If you got something out of this, like the video, subscribe. MEXC is what I used to trade. MEXC is the best exchange. No KYC, no VPN. Link in the description will get you 10% off the lowest fees. They already have the lowest fees. They get you 10% off the lowest fees and up to $1,000 deposit bonus. Guys, I appreciate you taking the time with me today. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.